We're given the parametric equations x equals 1 over the square root of t and y equals 2t squared, and we're asked to eliminate the parameter and then sketch the resulting equation. So to eliminate the parameter, we need to choose one of our equations. I'm going to choose the x equation and solve for t. So I'm going to multiply by the square root of t on both sides, and that will give me that x times the square root of t is equal to 1. So divide by x on both sides, and I get the square root of t equals 1 over x. Square both sides, and I get t is 1 over x quantity squared. So t is 1 over x squared, because 1 squared is 1 and x squared is x squared. So now I want to take this value for t and substitute it in for t in the other equation. So I'll have y equals 2 times, if I substitute in the value for t, 1 over x squared quantity squared would give me 2 times 1 over x to the 4th, which is 2 over x to the 4th. So this is the rectangular form for the given parametric equations that we started with. So now I want to graph this, and I need to note a couple of things. First of all, looking at this equation, x cannot be 0. But if I go back and look at my original equation, we had the square root of t, and you can't take the square root of a negative number, and t cannot equal 0 because it's the denominator of the fraction, so t has to be greater than 0. And that means that I'm going to have to restrict the domain for this function to those values where x is greater than 0. So now to graph those, if I were to substitute in 1, 2 divided by 1 to the 4th would be 2. If I were to substitute in 2, I would have 2 divided by 2 to the 4th, which is 2 divided by 16, which is 1/8. And we could continue this same pattern, and we're going to get a graph that looks like this. So there is our parametric equations graphed and restricted to only positive values for x.